because there's also
And
some
we're
like
live.
there's also some like really classic public domain
Yeah, there's
movies.
classic
Like
ones, but
you can
but
watch the old Moliere movies. You know,
right.
like a Journey to the Moon or something
And
like that.
Attack of the Leeches and shit.
You know, I
And,
mean,
but for our very first movie night, we're gonna
what?
invite a couple people on, and we're gonna watch the Fantastic Four, and it looks so bad.
Oh yeah, but that's
The
not
things, the,
that's not in public domain
yes,
though.
it is because of the
Really?
copyright issue. There's several movies that had a copyright issue that
Wow, like
allows you to have access to them much earlier than you would normally.
oh my goodness, I would
I have a
rather watch
whole
Moliere.
I have a whole forbidden list. Well, of course you would rather watch it, but that's the whole point, Daphne, is we want to watch
Yeah.
trash. And the thing's nipples look like dinner saucers, dude.
Well, for that,
Stupid.
I mean, where is Joel Schumacher supposed to have gotten the idea from? When he did Batman Returns.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Good morning,
Oh,
everyone. It is
oh,
March
I'm live. Oh,
22nd,
shit.
2024, and this is
Ah,
the Rage into the Vlogs.
ah.
Uh,
Oh, I'm still trying to wake up. Hold on, I'm a little distracted.
should I throw the intro?
Yeah, I guess it would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Whatever you
What?
say, I am.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Good morning, Daphne.
Good morning, Nita. Hold on. I'm trying to do something here. I'm such a mess this morning. Oh, here it is. Is this it?
Grant said, "Good morning."
Good morning.
He said, "I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'm okay without with not knowing." We are talking about public domain movies,
Right.
and
Yeah.
something that we will be bringing just for shits and giggles to the network pretty soon. C. Michael Lanning, Chad Perkins, and myself, along with two guests, the first Wednesday of every month, will be enjoying free movies and talking shit about them. So
Right.
yeah, or just talking shit about each other while
Right.
watching the movie. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah.
And the first movie will be let me double check. It will be April 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. It'll be Indie Comics at the Movies, and we will be having special guests, Carissa Grant and Lori Calcatori, and we're going to be watching the Fantastic Four. And the dinner plate nipple comment was because that's what the thing's nipples look like.
So he only got us at the very end. He didn't, because I was like, wait, how do you know about Moliere and Journey to the Moon or whatever the heck that that movie?
We're gonna be fancy. Pinkies out, bitches.
Oh my goodness. There's some, really interesting silent era stuff that's probably you could watch for free as well. But
Oh yeah, no, there's classy stuff, but why would we do that?
Why do that, right? Why would you want
What be classy when you can be trashy?
Right, I guess. So who else is joining us today? On this
We
Friday?
got Mike, Jimmy, and
hello.
Ronan. I believe that's Michael.
Hello. Right. Hello. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm still a little distracted. So excuse
Dude, you were open to get an invitation to one of our horrible movie nights.
Right.
I'm opening this to fans. I'm opening it to other creators. It's open to everybody. The only thing is if it's a person that just views the show and we've never seen them, I'm going to spy on you for a good bit first because I am having to lightly vet, but I am also no longer afraid to kick people in the middle of a stream.
Right.
So, I do.
They act up.
Yeah, you want to cut up or act a fool, whatever. I can mix it.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
and then hello, William Russell.
Hello.
And
Oh my goodness. Yes, and I see you, my beautiful eyeball people, just waking up as well. I guess like we've been having like a rough week. All collectively, haven't we? Because that's what it kind of feels like. And yes, and thank you so much for watching us from regions beyond. If you're joining us on Facebook, if you're joining us on LinkedIn, come on over to YouTube, join the sexy people in the chat, keep everybody company, because it's a lot easier for us to converse if you're here on YouTube than if you're on any place else. And while you're here and while you're at it, it's like please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever any of our shows go live.
Everyone gets to be vetted, and
everyone gets to be a vet. Everyone has to go to their vet. Everybody has to go to a vet.
William's already been vetted because we've already had him on the network before, so that's always
right.
a plus.
Oh, okay. Right.
So you've already been vetted.
Get your rabies shots.
You got your rabies shots and your
your flea treatments.
Oh
my goodness. Yes. So oh, that's not good. That's not good. Having stalkers is not really good.
Not in real life, but
not in real life, though.
Not in real life.
No, real life. It's again, it's one of those things that are fun in fiction, but not nobody should be yeah, yeah, I know. It's like that's
every week.
Yeah, it's just like this particular week has just been really, really off. But before we start, so hello everyone. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and you know what that means?
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
And I am known for the Furry Fantasy Adventure Tall Tales, which returns in April on Kickstarter with the release of the brand new.
Got it.
Nita rearranged the cards here, so she has to remember everything is with the brand new Tears of the Mother story arc. Actually, it's a re-release of issues 1 through 5. If you missed it on Kickstarter years ago, but it's with the brand new issue 6. So out of this 8-issue limited series. So make sure that you hit the link in the show notes and sign up so you get notified when the campaign goes live in April. Also, I am known for my medieval fantasy drama Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which if you had pledged to issue 8, most of the pledges have gone out already. So people are receiving their books already. So thank you so much to everybody who pledged to issue 8. And all I can say is I apologize in advance for ruining your day. With this issue. So in the meantime, you can read both my comics online at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, and Tall Tales, that's TAILS online.com. And you can check out all my videos on how I make my comics here on YouTube at Daphne Lage, LAGE Art, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network. So again, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and to tell you more about it, here's Nita.
Indie Comics Network is just a YouTube channel, just like any other YouTube channel. It's run off my Google account. We try to bring you daily comics related content or just random bullshit. And yeah, there's a lot of that coming.
Right.
A lot of that coming.
And where can they find it?
IndieComicsNetwork.com.
It's .com. Cut.
I haven't played that in a while, so never grows old. Oh, for me, it never grows old. Oh my, but yeah, I know this week has just been, I don't know, like I don't want to say a trash fire of a week, but I mean, gosh, it's like you just made up
the dumpster
topic.
Fire has been bigger than usual already this year.
You had just made up the topic, and by the time I saw it, I was like, you know what, that really is a good topic for Friday, because that's exactly how how I'm feeling, because holy shit, did this week feel like a brick wall? Like I hit a brick wall head on, and it's like, what happens, it's like when you're not exactly working a traditional job and you can't really separate, it's not like you can leave, you just leave your office or whatever, if you're working outside, that you could just leave and come home and it's a completely separate environment. It's like it's like
there is no safe space.
No, there really isn't. There really isn't, And this week really felt like that. Like I just like, I mean, oh, what is it? Like, I don't know. I think I really felt it when I started working on, or I tried to start. Well, I did start working on issue 12 of Eagle Raven. So it's like, I only was able to get like 2 pages. Like I just really couldn't sit down and concentrate.
Right.
And then what makes it worse is that then it's like I still have this commission that I still owe Rob for Snowpaw, and I'm like going, oh my god, it's so slow. Why am I taking so long on this? And then it's like, and then I have another commission that I have to start, that it's like I got to get my ass in gear. But then on top of that, it's like I had to pack out my campaign, and it's like, and there was like some other things that I had to do. I had to put together, I was putting together books for Jose, and it was just like, yeah, I guess it just came a point where it was just like this, and in the end, it's like, that's why I didn't run. I was supposed to run a stream on Wednesday. I was able to do 3 streams in a row, but this Wednesday I was just like, I can't. I just
lucky
don't.
for you that enough people run lives that we keep each other afloat when someone's not in the mood.
Right.
I mean, which honestly is really the whole point in being on a network to begin with.
Well, it does help.
I'm having a shit day. I got to take off for my mental health and well-being or whatever.
Yeah.
But the show goes on because the YouTube channel doesn't go stagnant.
Right. Well, that's true. But also at the same time too, it's like, even if it was just me on my own channel, I wouldn't have done it anyway.
Well, no, you wouldn't have. But you don't suffer the repercussions of not having that fucking dead space where people could drop off.
Right. Yeah.
Because they say it's something like I think it's 2 weeks and you're dead on social media.
Oh, it's something like that. It's like, also, it's like that's the oh man, because that's also another thing. Yeah, we get to not work when we're not in the middle. Well, that is true.
Sometimes, but then sometimes we just can't take off, and that's the shit that I was talking about, where it's like you're hitting that fucking wall, but you can't stop. You don't have the opportunity. Like especially with this year, there was a lot of shit that went down very fucking early. Like the first quarter so far has been just. I've had to do more than I'd normally have to do in a full year's time in less than the past 6 weeks. And it's just been, and on top of that, on top of just this stupid ass fucking YouTube bullshit I've been having to deal with, regular work is at an all-time high because Kickstarter is just like
booming. Yeah.
So,
yeah. But I mean, also the thing that I'm also, I don't know, it just, like I said, there's just a lot going on, and I think that there just comes a point where it's like, it's not, you see, that's the thing, I'm not sure if it is a lot going on or if it's just like, like maybe I'm not scheduled enough, but then again, it's like the thing that you said about social media, right? That it always feels like, because of the way social media runs and the whole thing with the algorithm and shit like that, and it's like a just like on a never-ending hamster wheel. It's like, it's like, oh my god, if I don't run a show, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, if I don't put out a Kickstarter, people are going to forget me. And it's like, it's always like, feels like I'm starting from scratch, and like, and I think that that's where the block comes, where all of a sudden it's like, you know what, if it all doesn't matter anyway, why do anything?
Right. Yeah.
So like, you kind of like that's the wall. right? Like, if I can't keep up anyway, if it doesn't matter anyway, then why does it matter whether I do it or not?
The dead ADHD hamster. It's like,
yeah.
I gotta do this, but if I don't get it all done, nothing happens. So fuck it, I'm dead. Instead of taking that one little task and going on.
And especially, and then it's like, the thing is, though, it's especially on social media when we're inundated with people who just seem to be nonstop.
Right.
And then it's like, there comes this point where it's like, it's very, I look, I'm always, it's like, look, I'm susceptible to this too, that they just like, it's like, I'm looking at these artists, I'm looking at these authors, I'm watching their videos, I'm watching their reels and whatnot. And it's like, they're constantly promoting and making videos and making reels and doing this and doing that. And
editing their videos.
Right. And then editing.
Time for that shit.
And I'm just sitting there going, it's like, you know what? I was lucky I got out of bed.
Right. I'm not even wearing pants.
Right, exactly. Well, today's is a no shoes day. So
what? You're not wearing shoes?
I'm not wearing shoes, no. But sorry, people. I'm not gonna show my no shoes because that's extra.
Oh shit, we're supposed to get paid for that. Y'all better hit my PayPal. I gave you the toes.
So so it's like there was this thing, right? So I guess kind of related, right?
What's that?
So the other day you had posted a meme about like having like all this energy to start cleaning, but then it's like midway you lose that energy, and then your house is like this, you're sitting in the middle of everything.
Executive dysfunction.
Yeah, it's like you just shut down, and then but because you were in the middle of a manic episode, you're just surrounded by all the stuff you pulled out of your closet and drawers and stuff like that. But but now there's no turning back. You have to at least put everything back.
Yeah, because now you're not going to be able to find shit if you don't put it away.
So so it reminded me. So I told Nita that it's like, the best way to get that motivation back is to watch the 10 minutes of Hoarders. Choose any episode of Hoarders and just watch the first 10 minutes of it, and that's all you need. And before you know it, you got your motivation back. You're putting stuff away. You're throwing stuff out.
Once you see cat soup or fucking bathroom dairy jugs,
no mummified cats underneath the bed and stuff. And you got your motivation, you get your motivation back, right?
Right.
I think I actually came across the opposite of hoarding. And it's not minimalism. That's the funny thing about it. It's like, so I'm watching these reels, right? And I try not to get too caught up with them because you could just that's a rabbit hole shit. It's like they really do. Mine, it really is like a serotonin mine or a dopamine mine, whatever you get out of it, whatever hormonal release you get out of it, it's set up for that, right? So for some reason, well, not for some reason, because I follow a guy who cleans hoarded houses for a living, because it's like, it's very, I find him very interesting because it's like he fixes up these houses very, very under a very specific budget. It's not like, oh, we're going to redo your kitchen and we have a budget of $110,000, or something. It's like, no, it's like we only have like $200 and we're gonna do something with this kitchen or something like that.
Right.
It's very helpful for me. This is about comics, I swear. Bear with me.
I don't even care anymore.
So because of that, I started getting more like house cleaning videos and reels and whatnot. And then all of a sudden I started to get like a different kind of video, because it goes into like, okay, so here's house cleaning, housekeeping, and then it's like organization, right? And then I started watching these videos. Well, they started getting recommended to me about these women who have these pristine houses, right? That are like
I don't want to eat tacos off your floor, Karen.
They're not
they're
minimalist.
OCD bitches.
Actually, they're maximalists, because they have everything, right? But everything is so neurotically organized. Like, and then they do like these weird ASMR videos with their organization, which always gets me. ASMR shit always does the trick for me. So I'm always like, when they have like these long acrylic nails and they're tapping it on whatever cleaning supplies they just got today. Oh, look, this is a box of Scrub Daddy
God,
sponges.
I hate those
Or
bitches. Oh, is that where you've been, Daphne?
You know, yeah, that's where I've been.
You've been neglecting me for them?
For Scrub Daddy, yeah.
I do love a Scrub Daddy, though. Let me tell you, them bitches last like 6 months.
Really? Because I was like going, damn, do they all love Scrub Daddy?
Well, Scrub Daddy is awesome.
Right.
And because of one of those dumb bitches, well, I'm sorry, one of those women who knows what they're doing when it comes to cleaning their house, I learned a trick. We rent, okay? So our fucking fiberglass fucking embedded tub or whatever has looked like shit since we moved in. It's clean, but it was fucking stained. One of those bitches taught me that you can buy for fiberglass tubs the fucking self-cleaning oven easy off. Spray your fucking tub down and then wipe that shit off. Shit looks brand new. Shit you not.
Easy off on a tub, I guess.
On a fiberglass tub. And it fucking took off years and years of what I thought was just stains, but it was actually gunk underneath, fucking varnished gunk, I guess. I don't know. But like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, those bitches have their purpose, I guess.
Right.
Whatever.
But the thing is, though, like the amount of stuff that they have, the amount of organizational bins and, you know, and it's like, and then everything is like neatly put away and this, that, and the other thing, right? And I realized that, holy crap, this is what like this gives me the opposite anxiety that watching hoarders does.
Because how are you going to keep up with that?
Right. You know, and here I am, you know, sitting in the middle of pretty much like, I really am feeling like, oh, I'm burnt out again, you know, but I still have to get all this work that I told you was about comics. Right. So like I said, I had to force myself to pencil those 2 pages for Eager Raven 12 just to kind of like get that started, you know. And then it's like, yeah, like I said, I still have Rob's commission on the side, and then I still have like, and I was setting up, I mean, even like packing my orders to get them out was kind of like I had to like drag my ass to do it. Like it was just like the fact that I got 90% of it out right now is almost like a miracle in and of itself. Today I actually, so what I ended up doing, right, is that like last night was just really bad. And I go, you know what, maybe I just need to just do a very specific to-do list and just kind of like cross things out. Yeah.
They do. They all have that
do.
weird shit that used to come in the 80s potpourri mixes with the fucking wicker balls.
Right. Yeah.
And
then it's like, and then they would do like, you know, and then, it's like, so I made like just a little to-do list. Right. So the first thing on the list was sending out my PDFs for my Kickstarter. So I'm almost done with that. And then it's like, I just have 4 more, packages I have to package together, and then the rest of it I have to do the sketch covers. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to put that on the list, right? But like I said, like today I was just like, oh my god, it's like I kind of have to force myself out of this rut, you know. It's like it's really getting in the way. So I decided to take a cue from these reels that I was watching, because one specific one had popped up this morning. And it was like this woman, like kind of like she's doing a little skit. She's sneaking through the house, and she's like going, the dirt that you're trying to find in other people's houses are around your bathtub. Clean your fucking house. You know? So I thought, you know, so it's like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. It's like, you know what? Maybe that's what I have to do to kind of get myself out of this. I have to do, because here's the thing, right? Whenever I'm in like some kind of like this trash fire zone, something has to give. And usually what gives is that I neglect the rest of the house. I'm just stuck in my office. I just stay in front of my computer. And it's like, look, the cat's lucky he's getting fed. No, the cats and the birds get fed. But like everything else just completely stays the way it is. It's like, I haven't really cleaned anything, so it's like, yeah, the house kind of needs it. But I was like a little too much. So it got to a point where I couldn't do any work and I wasn't cleaning either. So nothing was getting done. So then I saw this reel. So it's like, yeah, it's like, it's like, instead of like looking at what other people are doing, the dirt that you're looking for is around your tub.
Right.
So I go, you know what? That's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to clean my tub.
Morning, Phil.
Before I do anything else.
With easy off. Clean your tub with easy off.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because I found that the best way to clean my oven was scrubbing bubbles.
Right.
It's what you're supposed to use in the tub, but I was like, oh no, scrubbing
that shit
bubbles
doesn't
works
cut
a lot
soap
better.
scum, but easy off does. I'm telling
you.
I
know, right? It's like that scrubbing bubbles works better on a stove, and easy
off works better on the tub. They need to just swap brands.
So today I went to clean my tub, because also the idea is, if I do something that is so completely different than what I have to do, it might might finally give me the motivation to actually go back to do the work that I'm supposed to be doing, right? So here I am, and mind you, because of these TikTok girls or whatever, what do they call it? The cleaning girlies or something. I bought some drill attachments that's supposed to have like the scrubbers on it.
Oh my God, girl, you're going all out, huh?
Yeah, well, they didn't quite work. That's the problem. Right. So it's like, so I learned very quickly that what I thought would be kind of like efficient for me cleaning my tub was actually more time consuming than if I just used Ajax and a sponge. Right. So I'm sitting there like fussing with my tub. I'm just scrubbing at it and fussing and trying to get the soap scum. And it's like, oh, this is why they use a blade for the glass, and and this, that, and the other.
Look at this.
And
please, no, you go do the work. You do the work.
So hey, so so I'm really scrubbing. I'm using. I'm trying to use these little attachments. The little ones work better than the big ones. So at least this is a little potential. There's a little potential, but still though, the tub took significantly longer than if I had just cleaned it normally. So sometimes all these things that you see on these reels are not exactly what you should be doing. And then that also brought me to another thing, right? Which brought me to a realization is that I'm sitting there with a drill with a scrubber attached to it. I'm standing in my tub, drowning in, spraying everything down with a barkeep helper or something stupid like that. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, you
Barkeep's
bought that
friend.
shit? Oh,
Barkeep's friend,
it's
right?
It's not what everybody says it is.
Oh, right. I agree. It's like, I agree. It's like, again, it's like, it was kind
vinegar
of like,
and baking soda. Better.
So I'm standing there in the tub and I'm literally going, how are these bitches doing this? It's like,
because their maids are doing it before they go live.
You see, that's what hit me, right? I'm standing there going, wait a minute. I'm literally watching these videos wrong. This is not them cleaning their house. This is them fucking doing the maintenance that they do in between their housekeepers cleaning the house.
Yes. And they have no lives anyway. Except making these fucking videos.
Right, exactly. So it's like their jobs is making these reels, and these videos. So yeah, they're going to be like all over, they're going, so that, because that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be, being really over the top and extra, but that's not really how they're keeping their house clean. Right? So again, this relates to comics. So we're watching other people do comics, right? We're and finding this so-called success. Like, oh my God, how does he do it? Everyone's watching, Brian Polito and the guys who are doing Common America and this and anything. It's like, oh my God, how are they doing it? How are they showing so much success? And it's like, and I can't seem, and I'm just like I can barely tread water. And that's part of, the anxiety. It's like, oh, there's somebody. It's like, how is it that I can only make $5,000 in my campaign, and that guy with who does it's like he's making 10,000. How is that happening? And this, that, and so, and I think that that's part of the anxiety that we put on ourselves.
Right.
Again, we're looking at we're looking at other people's grime when we should be cleaning our own tubs, right? But also the thing is too, is that we forget that Brian Polito has a team of people,
right,
that help him do this.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, does he even draw Lady Death anymore? Does he even bother with drawing Lady Death?
I know that usually other artists are credited with him, so I don't know if he is or not. But either way, he's not doing it alone.
Right. He has a marketing team for his shit. You think that he's going on Facebook and,
he has an army of artists.
Yeah,
yeah.
Same thing with a lot of these other people who are seeing oh, they're being very successful on Kickstarter. And it's like, oh, he's a writer. Okay. All right. Thanks. Jose said he's a writer. Brian Polito's a writer. It's like, yeah, but no, let me not be catty. Let me not be catty. I don't want to be. Let me not be catty. I
am not tweaking. I have SPD, and I'm having real problems grounding myself today.
But so it's like
anxiety,
right? So it's like we're watching other people. It's like, oh, how are they doing this? How are they doing this? And we're imagining them doing it themselves,
right? And they are not.
When they are not. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like when you have oh yeah, Jose says he doesn't even do that. He's not even, writing anymore. Yeah, because he doesn't have to. He just, it's like other people doing that stuff. So, and I think it's very easy for us to get caught up with that. Like, oh, how are they doing it? How am I doing this, but I'm not getting the same results? Because you don't have the same team. You don't have a housekeeper coming probably twice a month, and then all you're doing is just cleaning in between them.
Right. Because in reality, if you were seeing women who kept their houses that clean by themselves, they would be fucking neurotic. They wouldn't be doing the AMSR. They'd be doing the meth grind. Seriously. I mean, true story.
Like this woman wants me to believe that the reason she's able to keep her house so pristine and organized is because she has a planner. She writes in a planner. And yeah, I'm going to believe that her two children and her husband upkeep the house the same way she does. And I highly, highly doubt that.
Yeah, me too. I can't even get mine to piss in a toilet. My husband can.
Somebody has to. You have to just cover the floor with aspen shavings. But so it's like, we look at we look at these other crowdfunders. We look at, it's like
perfect
James
example.
Patterson. Perfect example. James Patterson, his books, right? It's like James Patterson accounts for 1 in every 4 books that gets sold in the United States.
Right.
I don't know if those are worldwide.
When was the last time he wrote one?
And it's like, how many ghostwriters does he have? Right? It's kind of like, well, who's the guy who did SEAL Team 6?
Oh God.
You know who I'm talking
about.
Right? Because now it's like whenever you see one, I think, didn't he pass? And 2, Tom Clancy. No, Tom Clancy is someone else, but it's the same thing with him. Like Tom Clancy's Rainbow. Tom Clancy, I think, is the one who Rainbow Six. That's the Tom Clancy book, Rainbow Six. And and then it's like I started seeing all these books where it's like Tom Clancy Presents or something like that,
whatever his name was.
But so it's like, so he's not even right. Also, one, I think he's dead, but Richard Marcinko, where it's like they're not even, writing their own books anymore, but all we see is their names. Like, oh my God, how do they sell so many books? Because they don't write any. And it's like, and it's the same thing. It's like that's why it's always kind of like, it seems logical to study successful people, but
not.
It can also be a trap as well. Because when you study success, because I've always said, and also, Nicholas has minimal Daphne. You're an author, artist, YouTuber, small businesswoman, marketer, crowdfunder. This cleaning lady does what else other than that? She runs a consulting firm on how to keep her shit clean. I don't know. So it's like, yeah, so you see, that's the thing, right? Is that they have this team of people who do what,
yeah, he's another one.
Yeah, they have a team of people that do what they actually like they want you to think they're doing alone.
Right.
And it's like, and no wonder we have anxiety, right? Because it's
we
like,
can't keep up with the Joneses.
Right. It's like, but the thing is, though, we can't keep up with technically something that doesn't exist because she's not cleaning her house by herself.
Right.
It's like, no, you don't have nails this long and you're keeping your house pristine.
Bro, mine are fucking nubs, and I painted them 2 days ago. And
look, I don't even clean my house.
Washing dishes and cleaning up after kids in just 2 days.
So it's like,
and my nails are to my skin.
It's like, you have those comic book creators, right? Who want to sit around making it look like they're doing all the work when what they're not telling you is that, it's their wives that really run the whole shit show.
Straight.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like, you know what? Yeah. You want to know how, this guy is able to draw his comic and stay on live streams for 12 hours a day because because he's being cucked by his wife. That's why.
Ouch. That's a little harsh. Let's not.
That's true. I said I wasn't going to be catty, right? I did say I wasn't going to be catty.
How the tables have turned here.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, though, my point stands is that, yeah, it's like you're thinking this guy is doing everything on his own when really it's his wife running the whole team behind the curtain. So it's like we end up with
or
this
at least everything else.
Right.
Like she's taking care of the kids, she's doing the dishes, she's doing the laundry.
Right. So that he has the time
to just do that.
To just do these two things.
Right.
And it's like
we're not all awarded that luxury.
So it's like, so we end up with anxiety because we're sitting here going, how are we not
do it?
Yeah, why can't I do it? Why am I not getting the same results? How is he able to get all this done? Because again, they're not telling you about the team of people behind them.
Right.
So in the end, where did that leave me? Right? Oh yeah, it left me in the middle of a tub surrounded by barkeeper's friend and a drill with a sponge attachment on it. Right? So I finally get the tub clean, right? The rest of the bathroom I still have to figure out when I'm done here, because it's like it's just the size of a postage stamp. How can I at least not get that finished, right? But the thing is, though, at least it helped me put my mind in a kind of like a different perspective,
Right.
That's like I was spending way too much time. I needed like kind of like a different environment. If it's not like going outside, like I needed to be doing something different. Ronan says, like, you also don't hear or see their breakdowns and all their doubts and things like that. You see the finished product. Right, exactly. Robert, this is why it comes when someone says, oh, you're just the writer. I respond, no, I do everything except for the illustration of the colors. Yeah, because like there's all these other hats too. Yeah, even the comment keeping up with the Joneses implies a group of them. Yes, there's more than one Joneses, that's for sure. And I think that, and especially in indie comics, we do have a tendency to end up trapped in that, to end up with, like, it's like we're not keeping, it's like, it's like, except with us,
I'm
it's
not
like,
good enough.
It's where it's like, oh, we're all keeping up with the Politos or something, it's like, I don't know. It's like, we're all trying to keep up with something that honestly, it's like we technically don't have the resources to keep up with
yet.
And you know what? Sometimes there is no yet.
Don't kill my dreams live. I've told you this before.
Because I think that sometimes people, there was oh, now I forgot. Never mind. But because I think that sometimes people get too wrapped up in the yet.
Yeah, this is true too.
As opposed to, what am I doing now?
Now, right now.
Right. It's like, it's like, oh, but in the future, it's like, look, the future doesn't exist. The future is not there. It's like the only thing that exists is now, right? It's like, calling back, making that call back to Stoic philosophy. The only thing that exists is now. The past belongs to death. The future doesn't exist. The only thing you have is now.
Right.
So the thing is, though, is that when we're looking at other people and wondering, why am I not like that? Right. In a sense, we're kind of pining for a future that doesn't exist. A future we're concentrating on a future that has nothing to do with us because it doesn't exist. I mean, it's one thing to plan for something, but it's another to kind of like, why isn't my future like this? Why am I not like this already? And it's like, look, things are going to unfold the way they're going to unfold. And sometimes they don't unfold. Let's just put it that way. Right. So, but the thing is, though, what are you doing now? Right. It's like, are you, are you finding yourself unable to do your work now? Right. So the question is that, why is that? Have you been sitting down for too long? Do your legs hurt? Maybe it's because, you're getting cramping in your leg and you don't want to, sit, you're sitting for too long. And maybe that's your body trying to tell you, maybe you should get up for a little bit, it's kind of like, whenever I start to feel a little pain in my arm, that's, I have to stop.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, that's when, because the last time
get a leg cramp, get up and walk, go jump on the trampoline.
Yeah, the last time I forced through like arm pain like that, I literally couldn't use my hand for 3 days. Like everything just cramped up, and and it's like, and I had to soak my hand in Epsom salt for 3 days. But it's like, but this is how my body was forcing me to stop.
Right.
Maybe what it is that you have to break down. You have all this list of shit to do, right? Maybe what you need to do is break down that list into kind of like micro goals, where it's like, I had all these boxes I had to pack, right? It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, and I really don't feel like packing them. It's like, okay, let me do one level. Right. Let me do, it's like, instead of packing, 80 boxes all at once, if I do this one level, I just have to pack 10. Let me get that out. Right. It's like, it's like, okay, instead of like worrying about sketching out 32 pages, let me get 2 pages done. It's like,
Meredith used to call it eating the elephant.
Yeah. Well, right. Yeah. Yeah. That's, it's like, how do you eat an elephant a bite at a time? And
Right.
sometimes you can't even get that one bite. You have to get like sampler tastes. You have to break it down, into the, like those little samples in the little
At
cups you get at
Costco.
Costco. Right? You have to break it down even further, right? So that's why I had to put together, it's like take regular breaks or your body will take them for you. It's true, Nicholas. It's very true. Because I was kind of having like a combination of that this week as well. You know, and and also it doesn't help too that I have yet to really start working out. I keep talking about it and I never do it. I haven't done it. Robert says I call it chipping away at the mountain. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I mean, roads
No,
through
because we're
mountains.
poor.
Can't we just get takeout, Ronan? I agree, Ronan. I think that sometimes, you know what? And sometimes you have to do that too.
Well, yeah, because sometimes that's self-care.
Right, exactly. It's like, this one of the women, the woman that I was following, she says self-care is just replenishing the cup you give from.
Right.
Because she says that her love language is giving and service for people, to people. So she says self-care is me replenishing that cup that I serve from. So I guess, I don't know. It's like I'm just like going, look, I'm just trying to get my shit together. So yeah, so like kind of like after I'm done with the show, like the idea is to go back upstairs, finish cleaning the rest of that bathroom, calling it done. So like, okay, so at least I got most of the grime out, and at least I got a clean bathroom out of this, and then I can go and that's like, okay, then it's like, okay, what can I finish next? What is the next little thing that I could do? Right. So
Right.
I have 4 more packages that I need to send out before I can go do the sketch covers. Everyone who I owe sketch covers to. I was like,
Right.
okay, let's do the 4 packages. Right. And then it's like, okay, what should I do next? What's the next little thing I could do? It's like, okay, I have Rob's commission that I have to do. I have the background done, but now it's just the characters. But again, I'm kind of dragging my ass on this. It's nothing personal. This is everything. This is everything that I'm doing is kind of getting this. And I go, okay, what do I do on what can I do on this commission that's not finishing it? And I go, okay, well, we can pencil out Snowpaw herself. And maybe depending on how that goes, maybe we could just ink her in or something, because I have the characters on separate layers. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. Let me just, so let me get her done.
Right.
So it's like, so let me do that and see how that goes. And then I can move on from there. And here's the thing too. People tend to have this idea that you have to be inspired first before you can do something. There is no science that backs that up. But you know what the science does back up? The science says that it's action. Motivation follows action.
Right.
There is science to back this up. If you don't feel like doing something, you are never going to feel like doing it. Right. But if you force yourself to just do a little bit of it, get that action going, then the motivation will follow.
Yeah.
Then you will feel like doing it. This is stupid, right? So I have my running shoes and my running clothes next to my bed. But I have yet to wake up and put them on. But I still keep them there. On the one day I finally decide to put that on and get the momentum rolling.
Right.
But today is not that day. Right? But they're still there. Because it's like I figure it's like the bathroom. There's going to come a point where I am going to gross myself out enough that I am going to be standing in the middle of a tub with a power drill and a sponge. And I'm going to clean that goddamn bathroom, You know, like sometimes I just have to push myself to that kind of to that threshold,
Right.
you know, where I have no choice. You know, it's kind of like, you know, how you always, you know, it's like back in school where it's like, you know, you had the kids that always studied, like they studied, you know, it's like, but then there
Yeah,
were the
fuck them
kids
kids.
who like, you know, or they did, you know, they did the essays early, you know, but then there were the people who waited until the very last minute to do it,
Right.
you
And
know.
drank Red Bull and red.
Right, but the thing is though, the point is that in the end they did it.
Right.
It's just that their brains were were hardwired to wait until it became a pseudo crisis
Huh.
to get the
Every time.
motivation to actually do it.
Right.
You know, and this is kind of what this week felt like. You know, where it was just like I don't. It just felt like it didn't like the bathroom just got to a point where it's like I have to do something about this. You know, it's like and it's just like everything else. Like, okay, oh, I got 90%. I just realized I got 90% of my Kickstarter out. Right. So it's like, oh, that means that I don't have that much left to do. I have to do the sketch covers now.
Right.
You know? You know, and that's kind of and you see and that's the thing too. I think that also that's also a reason why I guess we do the show the way we do, right? Is that because I have a lot of people who come to me going, "Oh my God, you do so much, and this, that, and the other thing. How do you do it? You're a beast, and this, that, and the other thing." And I'm like going, "Do you guys notice how I'm tired all the time?" You know, it's like, "Do you guys notice that I'm always fucking tired?" You know, um, you know, and it's like, you know, I appreciate people thinking that I'm some kind of role model because I've lasted this long doing this. But at the same time, I don't want to give anybody any kind of idea that I don't fall apart, that I'm not falling apart as I'm doing this.
Right.
You know, like I don't want to be that person in those reels making it look like they're cleaning their house themselves when they have a house cleaning team that probably
Right.
comes in like once a month or twice a month and they're just literally maintaining.
That maid is living in.
You know, it's
She lives in the
something.
mother-in-law suite,
You know,
Daphne.
maybe, yeah, sure, I could believe that. You know, and it's like, and I don't want to give that impression, you know, that it's like, oh, that I'm just like, oh yeah, everything's good, and oh yeah, you should be like, no, don't be like me. Don't be, no, it's like, plan your day out better, you know. um you know it, it's because yeah, it's like, I don't know, like I think it's important to be able to see what the process really is like to do the amount of work that I've been doing. Yeah, we all fall apart behind the scenes. And the thing is though, and I think that on a certain level we have to kind of pull that curtain. Oh, Nicholas. And I think it's important to kind of like pull that curtain, and it's like, no, it's like, no, it's like I run, and it's like, oh, how do you do it? Anxiety.
Right.
you know um it's like, yeah, it's like, and the thing is though, it's like, yeah, I don't have a team of people. I mean, it's like the only reason I'm able to even stay home as long as I did was because I spent about like at least 10 years financially planning for this moment. So when I got laid off in 2013, it was an inconvenience, not a catastrophe.
Right.
Right. And I've just kind of been doing that since, you know? And also there's a lot of other things too. It's like, oh, so how was I able to stay home? Well, first, have your parents buy houses in the 70s. I mean, there are certain things that like not even, I mean, that helps too. I mean, yeah, there are certain privileges that I'm sitting on that allows me to do this, and it's like not everybody. Yeah, high functioning anxiety and ADHD are my superpowers. Oh my God, Rob. It's like, yeah, we are literally like, we're like,
but they're also our kryptonite at times too.
Well, that's true. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. We're the anxiety league. We're not the Justice League. We're the anxiety league.
Oh my God. We all on the spectrum just a little bit.
Really. I know, right? And 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 it's it's just, yeah, it's just I don't know, just working
People
around
like,
that.
how do you do it? And I'm like, I don't know.
I make lists.
Lots of lists.
I stop cleaning my house.
Lots of lists that I ignore.
I eat out a lot. I eat a lot of ramen, which I shouldn't be doing because I already had I already had a doctor tell me to stay away from salty stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's like, it's like there is no,
Yes.
I mean that's I don't know. Yeah, it's like I think it's very important. Yeah, for us, like when we look at what we see on social media and how other people are doing on crowdfunding or or anything like that, I think that we have to remind ourselves to step back and really think about what exactly are we looking at.
Right.
It's like we have to remember that social media, for as much chaos as we see in it, it's still a very curated experience.
Right.
Whatever, it's like whatever you're seeing, it's because that's what you're seeing. That's what's being presented to you. It's kind of like, like how reality television is not really reality television. So technically this isn't, social media is not reality either. Instagrams, I mean, they talk about like,
no, I hate it.
They're taking hundreds of photos just to post up the one.
Right.
The one good one, right?
And see, and there's people that don't do that. Like I got a few DMs before where people were like, you just got your shit together and you're so organized. And it's like, no, I'm fucking not. As raw and open and honest as I am, you're still only seeing what I'm putting out there.
Right. Yeah.
Like I am fucking completely neurotic 90% of the time. Like,
I mean, yeah, and it's really funny how it's like, look, and for all we know, Brian Pulido does not have his shit together. For all we know, it's like, it's just that he has to portray that.
Right.
We don't know. I don't know. I don't know Brian Pulido. I only know him as superficially as everybody else. And you see, and that's the thing too, that you all, that we all have to keep in mind too, is that who do you really know? It's like when you're looking, it's like, when people, talk about Todd McFarlane like that, it's like, no, you don't know Todd McFarlane either.
Right. Oh,
it's like, you don't know Todd McFarlane. You don't know Elon Musk. You don't know any of these people, and it's like, and you shouldn't be comparing yourself to them either, because it's like, definitely you should not, because well, it's like, look, even somebody, it's like, look, I've made the mistake of No, Philman is saying social media, hey, everything is good, real life, curled up in a ball, rocking back and forth. No,
and I even tell him that part, but what I do is like, never mind the fact that I've picked all the skin off from around my thumbs and have eaten my hair.
Or, I mean,
I don't eat my
like,
hair, but I could have. But
I
don't have Rapunzel syndrome.
But it's like, you'd be amazed at how many people you think look like they have their shit together and don't have their shit together. And it's like, and these are the Jose is telling me to do the work. Oh snap, Aileron. We all know Elon Musk definitely does not have his shit together. That's true. Oh, look at that. It's like vets and my sister. We were talking about vets and my sister showed up. So everybody stand is so flea dips on the right. Flea dips on the right. Rabies vaccine is on the left. Lorraine will take care of you. So it's like we don't so that's the thing. Like look, I've gotten wrapped up with people who only like they made like $10,000 on campaigns. It's like I've gotten wrapped up in that. How are they able to get, make $10,000 on a campaign with a similar book that I am, and I've never heard of them before, and this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, and in the end, it was a stupid thing for me to get wrapped up in, because it's like in the end, it just turned out to be people I shouldn't have been looking in their direction to begin with.
No, you shouldn't have.
Again, it's like the dirt that I'm looking for.
Just like when something. Oh, go ahead.
No, the dirt that I'm looking for is around my tub.
Right. But still, the most efficient way to clean it's going to be hoarders.
Well, yeah, you see, so that's so. But okay, I guess like that. Let's bring it back, right? So that's the thing. The people. So why is it that hoarders is more likely to inspire action?
Because you know where you don't want to go. We can't always see where we're going, but we know where we don't. And so hoarders triggers a fear. Holy fuck, if I don't go clean that ring that they left on the coffee table, the next thing you know, I could be pissing in milk jugs.
Right. So you're 5 decisions away from
or having cat soup under our refrigerator.
Right. And mummified cats. No, we do not. Right. I guess. Right. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Right.
See, it's still anxiety driving us.
Well, that's true. but it's like, so watching hoarders is more action oriented than watching clean talk. Where it's like watching the cleaning girlies and their acrylic containers with their long ass nails and ASMR. It's like, because that's anxiety too. But yeah, it's like we're one, I guess, right? That's how it is. It's like, because it's like,
but here's the difference.
Right.
We can always be better than hoarders, but you can't be better than the immaculate bitch who's immaculate. You can go lick her goddamn floor.
Right. I would rather eat from a plate, but
But see, if you clean your house, you'll be able to eat from your own plates. So therefore, you don't have to worry about eating off her floor.
Right. So yeah. So it's like, so that's kind of So yeah. So what I have. So pretty much. So how do we recover from burnout when we can't take a break? Very slowly. Very deliberately. It's literally sitting down and thinking about, okay, what can I do?
The recovery, that's just it. And you do the what can I do until you start to see that reward again.
Right.
Like for me, the burnout came because I felt like shit was falling apart. Like and now that I finally got the motivation to start getting the new intros together, getting all the promotion and shit back in order, it's like been step by step by step, and notice the subscriber count is finally moving up again and stuff. I'm starting to see I'm reaping the rewards again, so it's picking up momentum, and little bit by little bit I'm getting into my stride. So
yeah, you know what? The reward thing, I think, is very. Nicholas has unpublished, unfinished comics of the mummified cats of indie comics. Oh my god, they really. Oh my god, but the reward thing, I think that really is something too, because it's like, the books that the penciling that I'm working on now, it's for books that I'm not going to see until next year, that they're not going to be released until next year. So even though there's a reward for me seeing the pencils, I guess what it is, I guess it's like I needed something with a little bit more oomph, to kind of get me started. And it's like, okay, so kind of doing, like yesterday, the only energy I had was to write, pretty much. And I was working on some files on the side, but I was just writing. And it's like, and I finished and I completed chapter 8 of the novelization. So it's like, oh, okay. So at least that felt like I accomplished something.
Right.
Because I guess for the amount of effort that writing takes up, but it doesn't, I don't know, for some reason, it's like, it's a lot easier for me to write than it is for me to draw, but I guess it depends on what mood I'm in.
Right.
So yeah, so I finished that. So that was something. So I felt like I accomplished something. Right. But I needed something a little bit bigger than that. And I think that's where the tub came in.
Oh my gosh.
I think that it's like I needed something that would give me a sense of immediate gratification, that would make me feel like I was moving forward in something. And Nicholas says recovery is all about realizing you are lapping the version of yourself that just wants to sit on the couch eating Cheetos. Yeah, probably. I drink strong mead when I'm super stressed to unwind and then sleep. Everybody has their coping mechanisms. There we go. That's why I handed the art off to others. I can draw, but I hate it. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. But yeah, like for me, like yesterday, writing was a lot more relaxing than drawing was. So that's why I ended up doing that. I still got something accomplished, but I think that I needed something with a bigger punch in terms of gratification. So that's why I decided to clean my tub. I literally, it's like, yes, I cleaned my bathroom. I roll up one more. So I cleaned my tub. You see, that's the thing, because my bathroom is still not quite clean. Because I only cleaned the tub.
Right.
But it's a clean tub. And it's just like,
it's progress.
It's progress. And because the tub is clean, now I feel like I have to finish the rest of the bathroom. Mind you, the bathroom is like this big. So, it's not like I have much to do left, but I needed to match the tub. So it's like, okay, so I have the clean tub. Now I need the rest of the bathroom to match.
Now I need the clean sink and floor.
Yeah. And then it's like, once I wipe everything down, it's like, okay, now I think that I'll be able to go back and do the work, to go do the work that I'm supposed to be doing. Because what's next? Right. So next, yeah. So I just have to send out the last of the PDFs. What happened? I missed it. Oh, so what I'm hearing is I have to finally regrout the bathroom. Maybe.
Yes, that's how it ends. That's the only way it'll ever be right.
Because sometimes that's the only way you can get rid of the mildew is to regrout. So probably what I'm going to do is so for today, I'm probably going to finish my bathroom and then finish packing those last 4 boxes, so at least I can narrow down my campaign down to the sketch covers I have to do. Then probably do a little editing on what I did yesterday. and on what I wrote yesterday, and then probably just finally pencil in Snowpaw, the character, on the piece so that I can have that, So I think I have like a doable schedule for today-ish, I think.
Right.
I think. Speaking of doing the work, though. Speaking of doing the work, because and I'm pretty sure that's why Jose kept coming in. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Bring it up.
Bring it up. Yeah. So let me see. Let me see. So yeah. So okay, there we go. Magi's Grace. So for those of you who missed the campaign the first time, this is a reissue of issue 1 of this 4-issue limited series done by Jose and C. Michael Lanning. And what makes this this a little different is the brand new cover. This really, really nice cover that C had done, and also a cover from our friend Matthew Lunsford, also with coloring by Champe. So we have 2 brand new covers, and we thought that this would be kind of like a good way to kind of reintroduce the first issue.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
he
it
went
is
live
live
this morning.
Yeah, it went live before we launched the show, but it's like, yeah, I'm sure Jose kept coming in going, you're going to talk about it, you're going to talk about it, you're going to talk about it. So Magi's Grace is live right now. Like I said, this is a reissue of issue 1 with 2 brand new variant covers on it. So if you missed it the first time, here's your chance to pick up the story again. It's 4 issues, so it is, as you can see, it's a Lovecraftian horror fantasy. She's the brains, he's the brawn, as a pair of monster hunters investigate some fishy goings on in a remote New England seaside town. So as I said, there are new variant covers for this campaign, and if you missed the previous campaign, you can also get the other covers.
Yeah, it is.
For yeah. You can also get the covers from the previous campaign as well. So if you missed it, you can pick it up here as well. So let me get down to, there's a whole bunch of covers for you who like to collect these things. Here are the sample pages for the interiors. But I repeat myself. Here are the sample pages, and it is in full color. And like I said, it's a 4-issue limited series, and yeah, so it was done by, it was written by J.D. Calderon and illustrated by C. Michael Lanning, our very own C. Michael Lanning, who you can also see on Saturdays on Sketchy
Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. and then 10 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
And then Saturday nights again with Jaden Lanning, because we're all about nepotism here.
Absolutely.
At 10 p.m. Eastern for Art Style Kamikaze. So yeah, Saturdays are Tuesday.
So the campaign is live right now. So anybody who wants to check it out, the link is in the show notes. The link should be in the show notes. Will be in the show notes as well. So yeah. So I don't know. I guess that we didn't really offer any real solutions.
No, anything. we did. You got to get baby steps, motherfuckers.
Right. Baby steps. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Push yourself to do that one thing to break through.
Right.
And keep pushing yourself to do that one little thing until you're back in full stride.
Right. Yeah.
When you can't take a break. If you can take a break, God knows, do that for your fucking mental health.
Right.
But like right now, we're not even done with the first part of this year. And so it was no time to be like, okay, Nita needs a vacation. No, bitch, you just got back in January or February. You got to work.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, So remember that it's like, just because it looks like other people are doing better than you, it's probably best not to compare yourself to that. It probably is best because, again, there's a lot of things behind the scenes that you don't know about. Again, it's like the organization girlies with their cleaning ladies they don't talk about.
Bro, perfect example. Okay.
What?
So like one of the things that I used to be bad about is comparing myself to family vlogger moms.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
but
that
they
does,
got their
yeah.
shit together. Their houses stay clean and everything. And more and more and more, you're finding out the reason their houses stayed clean is because their kids lived in a constant state of fear because mommy would lock them in a fucking basement or beat the goddamn shit out of them. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So plus.
Oh, right. Oh,
I am not a bad mom.
It's like, oh, so
I'm not the
abuse
worst.
Well, yeah. So don't compare yourself to those people, right?
No.
So yeah. So I guess it's like the whole point is that we have to remember to give ourselves some grace, especially in this hellscape that we live and work in. And I guess I don't know. Clean your tub. I mean, I guess that's the only advice I could really give. If you really want, like, if you want to find out, like, okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to prioritize. Just go ahead and clean your tub. Because then everything else will be easier by comparison.
Right.
So I guess that's what it is, right? So everybody clean your tubs.
Get me the fuck out of here, Daphne.
Yeah, I think it's time. Any last words? Any final thoughts?
Clean your tub.
Yeah, clean your tub. Everybody, okay, everybody, today, your homework for today is to clean your tub.
Clean your tub and scrub your toilet.
Yeah, just get that out of the way.
Get the fuck up. Like, if you've been at your desk for fucking 2 hours nonstop, go stretch your fucking legs. Get up, go piss, get you a fucking drink, jump on your trampoline, touch grass, whatever, and then get back to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get clots and have strokes.
Right.
Clean your litter boxes.
Yeah. Clean your, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I should do that too. I'm a lot better at cleaning the litter box than I am my own bathroom.
Me too, because I don't want the cat thinking the bathroom is anywhere he wants to go.
Right, exactly. But you see,
thank you, hoarders, for that fear too.
Right, exactly. So if you want to learn about me and my artwork and my tub and everything else, you can head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS. You can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook if you're interested in seeing sketches and current work in progress updates. And don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for videos, or 500 plus videos on how I do my comics and everything. Not cleaning my tub, though. I do not have videos of me cleaning my tub. And join me for my semi-weekly art live streams Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Easterns. It's 2 hours from 4 to 6 Eastern of me just drawing and chatting with the chat, because that's what you do with the chat, and just having a good time. It's kind of like a convention without going outside. So also you can read Eager Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, for free, uploading every day, Monday through Friday. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a furry Lord of the Rings adventure, you can follow the link over to Tall Tales. That's TAILS online.com. And not only can you read the first 20 issues of Tall Tales for free, but you can catch up on the latest story arc, Tears of the Mother, which is also currently uploading Monday through Friday. And as a reminder, it will be returning to Kickstarter in April with the re-release of the first 5 issues of the series, plus the brand new issue 6. All links are in the show notes below. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for everybody in the chat. Thank you for my beautiful eyeball people putting up with us, telling you to go clean your tub. Yeah, clean your tub. And in the words of the ancients, eat your food, moisturize, mind your business, and do the work. Because when you actually do the work, you don't end up with mummified cats underneath your bed. No, that's no good. You never have to fake any of your accomplishments. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next time And yeah, but no, I'm serious. Go clean your tub. Bye.